In hindsight, how do y'all feel the limitation of secondary tables sales affected the event?
I do wonder if that's why there were no. I mean, a lot of people had the same complaint about singles. So that's why I think my view is a little skewed. I was focusing so much on wax. I talked to at least 4 people. I'm sure it was more, but I had 4 distinct conversations where they were like, "Yeah, we had another guy set up, so we're a little sparse because of that." Like normally it would have been.
Oh.
So I do think that to what level I don't know, but it definitely affected sales.
But at the same time, like I do like how it was set up. Like I didn't go around seeing like a bunch of empty table space or anything.
Not
like
empty,
that.
but I think you saw things put out like in a showcase maybe that normally would have been a 2-row box.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
That could be.
And you're dealing with less sellers, so you have less opportunities to make deals. I'll tell you the other thing I find to be weird, and this is the first year I've ever noticed it, although I'm never a big trade night guy, so maybe people say the same every year. This year it was specifically like, you know, I generally ask you, like, hey, you guys buying a lot of stuff? Like, how's it going? Just talking to dealers in general. I probably had, I don't know, realistically 50 of those conversations, whether they be 1 minute to 4 minutes. Like, hey, what's it been like? Have you been buying? Have you been selling, et cetera? And I will say, at least a handful of guys, again, not to exaggerate the number, but between 5 and 10 specifically said, yeah, every time we tried to ask about buying stuff, they said they were holding it for trade nights. Because there were some major trade nights. That almost starts to like water it down a little bit too. I'm just like, why? Just, I don't know.
Did you notice though, like how busy? Like I thought you were going to say the busiest trade nights I had ever seen.
They were. I think maybe that took away from some of the volume being moved at the show. Maybe, but maybe not. Again, that's something that was said to me. I didn't experience personally, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, the line of trade night people like that wrapped around the building.
200 yards of people.
Oh.
At least. It was out the front door all the way around, and it wrapped the side of the building.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maybe 300 yards of people.
Yeah, I got some video of that. That was absolutely crazy to see that many. And maybe there are busy trade nights. I did hear at least one trade night at a hotel got shut down on the first night by firefighters and stuff like that.
Love it.
But yeah, every night was like, hey, are you coming to this trade night? Are you going to that trade night? They were everywhere, and it does seem very popular this year.
Yep.
I am curious too if it does set a record. I know you said you didn't think it would, but one of the Uber drivers, and granted, I mean, they may not know really any idea, but they said if they had to guess, they thought like 200,000 people were there.
Certainly
which I'm
not
just
that.
like, oh well, 100,000 I think is around like what the previous record was. So I'd be kind of shocked if it was all of a sudden double.